Hi everyone, my name is Mary Beth. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to ask what shadows might be blocking the connection at this time and what blessings are coming your way. Okay, and so when I I'm going to ask questions for the DM and the DF. Please feel free to switch it, and if you relate more to the other side or vice versa, as well as if you want to take the advice for both the DM and the DF, that is perfectly fine, as we are all both the DF and the DM. Also, please right now go ahead and set your intentions of what you want from this reading. So my intention is to help as many people as possible get into twin flame union and to help people become the highest versions of themselves, to help empower as many DFs and DMs as I can, and to be a clear channel for the divine and have fun. Okay. Also, just let you know, I am doing 10-minute free readings now for my subscribers. So if you are new to my channel and you have newly subscribed, go ahead and email me at twinflamealchemisttarot@gmail.com and just let me know what your one question is, and I will send you a private video on that. Also, if you feel so led, let me know where you're from. I would love to hear where you're from. I have subscribers from all over the world. I am from Phoenix, Arizona, so I'd love to hear from where you're from. Also, to my awesome subscribers that have already subscribed to me, same thing. I'm offering a 10-minute free reading, and just go ahead and email me. And also, if you feel so led, let me know where you're from. All right, let's start. So we're going to ask about shadows first on what could be blocking the twin flame union at this time. So, and just know when I do the shadows, this is nothing good or bad. There's nothing bad about the shadows. If you look at my twin flame tips, I will have a tip here and there that talks about the shadow work and how it's all like neutralized. It's not good or bad. So when I give you your shadows, it's not a bad thing. It's just something that you own and that you integrate and you make it a part of you. And so now that you're whole and you are like unconditionally loving all of yourself. Okay, that's all that is. So please don't look at this as anything bad, because anything in life has been socially constructed by society, and you've been punished or you've been conditionally loved over certain traits that really are not true, because if you go to different cultures, they have different perspectives of those same traits. Okay, so one culture may look at this trait as a good thing, and another culture will look at the trait as a bad thing. Okay, and so it's all socially constructed, so please know there is no good or bad. Okay, so let's look at the DM first. What shadow might be blocking twin flame union on the divine masculine side, please? Okay, we have parasite for the divine masculine side. Okay, so that is feeding off negative energy. Okay, so that could be anything to do with what's going on out in the world, right? So if people are freaking out about something, or if you're on some kind of thread about, I don't know, it could be political, it could be religious, it could be about racism, it could be about the virus. Anyway, so it's like feeding off that negative energy, and it's like getting involved energetically. And what that could be doing is energetically, it could be putting you out of alignment. And so the key is to be neutralized, okay? And is to see all sides, and that is going to help you catapult into the fifth dimension and also help you get into twin flame union. Because if you're too congested in your energy with any like negative, other people's negative opinions and perspectives, that could cause a lot of traffic in your energy and is going to somehow block the twin flame union. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the divine feminine side. Divine feminine side. Let's look at the shadow. What shadow is here for the DF? And also, like I said, switch it if you feel like you are looking, if you relate to the other side. Okay, so blinded to pain for the DF. Blinded to pain. Right, I think a lot of us do this, right? Where we pretend that, we're not hurt, right? So, or we're blinded by it, right? So like now we don't see clearly anymore because of the pain. Now we're not seeing clearly anymore, right? We're not. So it's almost like you have to clear the pain, you have to heal the pain, then you'll start to see things clearer, okay? Because sometimes the energy gets a little murky. It gets a little murky, and now our perspectives are through the lens of that pain. Okay, it could be, doesn't have to be about your twin flame union. It could just be anything. It could be something that just happened with a friend, or it could be something that happened in your past. It could be an inner child wound, and with that's coloring your view of the world and of life. But let's go ahead and let's get some clarifications if we can. I got so many in here that I don't know if it shuffles very well, but let's get something for the DM on parasite. Okay, that came out. Okay, something came out on that. Now let's look for the divine feminine. Let's see if something pops up with the divine feminine for blinded to pain. Ooh, something did pop up. I didn't think that would work. Okay, so for the DM, we have numbing, medicating. Now, technically, it doesn't have to be about medicating, like maybe some DMs are medicating. Maybe it has to do with medication. Maybe it has to do with drinking or anything like that. But mostly, this could just be numbing yourself. Like maybe you're numbing yourself with this type of, it's almost like when you're like feeding off of someone else's energy, or when you are feeling like it could be kind of a clinging too, right? Like you're clinging onto the past, right? Or like just feeding off a particular type of energy. It could be helping to numb yourself. It's like it's numbing you, okay? Or because of this parasitic type energy of feeding off this negative energy, you want to numb yourself, okay? So maybe you're trying to numb yourself because of this parasitic feeding off of this negative energy for some of you. Okay, so for the divine feminine, it is uncomfortable. Okay, so maybe a lot of you are feeling a bit uncomfortable right now with what is going on. Again, it could be in the twin flame journey, most likely. It could also be with stuff that's going out in the world right now, making you feel uncomfortable. And so blinded to pain. So again, as you are, looking out into the world, you're having a different perspective. And again, you are having the perspective and lens of whatever pain this is of your, maybe from your twin flame, or maybe from something in the past or childhood, and it is making you feel uncomfortable. So it's easier for you to kind of put the blindfold on for some of you, right? And for some of you, it's easier just to, and again, let's begin to look at the mirror here. For both of you, like maybe for both of you, there's some numbing out going on because you're feeling uncomfortable. All right, a lot of uncomfortableness. You're growing, right? You're really you are transforming. You're becoming the butterfly, and so it's kind of uncomfortable. Like you're going through all these different symptoms and different growth periods. And you remember when you were a child and you were going through all these growth spurts. I don't know about you, but man, I used to have like Charlie horses. Like I'd be like, oh my God, like I'd have pains in my legs, and I don't know, like my growth spurts were like, but obviously I'm talking about, like maturity and stuff like that. So anyway, it's uncomfortable, right? It's not comfortable to go through this growth. And so there's some numbing going on and you're feeling uncomfortable. But I'm just out of curiosity if there's anything else I could grab out of here to see if we can get any more clarification for DMs on parasite, please. And then let's get one more for divine feminine for blinded to pain, please. Okay, so for the divine masculine, we have envious. Interesting. Okay, so the divine masculine, for some of you, you're feeling envious. Okay, so maybe you just feel like, okay, maybe like there's this something happened in your life that you're trying to numb, and you're envious of others because they're not going through the same type of energy. Maybe you're just envious of others for the fact that they're not having, like, how like misery loves company, and that's why somebody might be feeding off of someone else's negative energy, because it feeds you, because you're already there, like at that level. It's almost like maybe you're envious of other people that don't have to do that. Okay. Trying to see what else they want me to know about this. So medicating, numbing, envious, parasite. Okay, let me go with divine feminine though. Hold on. So divine feminine, we have insecure. Oh, that's interesting. Insecure. Okay. So, so for the divine feminine, what's making you uncomfortable is feeling insecure about yourself. Maybe you're not trusting your own intuition, but again, it's probably you don't even realize that it's not even in your consciousness that there is something that is coloring your lens, something that's blinding you. Okay, and it's this pain that you have and that is blinding you of your of like a clean perspective. I mean, that's really everyone, right? But it's almost like you just have to kind of do the inner child work to help you figure out what that is. And then once you do that, you'll start to see things more clearly. Okay, but right now that might be making you feel a bit insecure. And then again with the divine masculine, something about envy, maybe envious of their divine feminine. Maybe their divine feminine is maybe they feel their divine feminine is thriving without them. Maybe they feel like they're seeing a lot of growth in their divine feminine and they are envious of that. And at the same time, they are numbing and they are instead of focusing on their own work and their own growth, maybe for some of the divine masculines, they are instead focused on other people's negative energy and feedback or something that might have happened in the past or feeding off like an old like something like a relation like maybe like hanging on or clinging on to something and feeding off like just imagine like what you could be feeding off of that's really not for your highest good, that's maybe helping you to numb out. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's move on. Let's get guidance. Okay, let's get guidance for the DM, please. Let's get guidance, please, for the DM. One card for the DM, please. One card for the DM, please. Working too hard. Okay. So for the DMs, looks like some of you are working too hard. So, or maybe it's more of a distraction. Maybe you're using your work as a distraction instead of giving yourself some free time or taking time off to work on yourself. Okay. So, I know I'm kind of guilty of that. Like you use your work and then also me with my YouTube. And then it's like, okay, I got to also make time to work on myself. Let's look at the DF. What guidance? So working too hard, you can never work too hard on yourself, right? All right, let's look at the DF. What guidance do you have for the DF, please, on the shadow side? Okay, we have the past returns for a time, ghosts of the past. Interesting. So this may have something to do with the past. So blinded to pain, feeling uncomfortable, feeling insecure, but feeling this is inner child work. So I think something happened to you, maybe some kind of trauma in the past, perhaps as a child, okay? And it is now it is clouding your view on life, maybe on relationships, okay? And so it's almost like you have to kind of return to that, those times, those traumatic times, and heal it. And so I do recommend the emotion code, okay? I'm sure there are many other ways of healing your inner child. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get another, let's get some more clarity here. We can get clarity for the DM or some kind of advice, please, when it comes to the shadow. And then we're going to move into blessings. What blessings are coming your way? Okay, so for the DM, what else do you want us to know, please, for the DM? Okay, we've got key, unlock. Ooh, you have the key. That is so cool. So let me start off by saying you do have the key to unlock your DF's heart. That you need to know. You have the key to your DF's heart. Okay. As long as you know that, okay? And you're the key is basically what this is saying. You're the key to your growth, okay? Instead of feeding off other people's energy and opinions and life, hanging out with people that are all about life sucks and whatnot. really like go within. Go within for the truth. Don't look outside of yourself. You are the key. Okay. So let's look at the divine feminine. Divine feminine. What advice do we have for you? Divine feminine, what advice, please? What do we have here? Or what sign do we have here? So we have lack, rebellion, pessimism. Okay, looks like an ink blot. Anyway, so if you're focused on the past, or even the present as lacking, if you're focused on lacking your divine masculine, and you're feeling pretty pessimistic about the twin flame journey, then that's what you're going to manifest more of, okay? So make sure, again, you're the key as well. This is kind of a mirror, right? So both of you might be focusing a lot on what's lacking, maybe being pessimistic about it, feeling a bit rebellious about what might have happened in the past. And you're both the key to this, right? The key is you. That's the key. So remember the 3 levels, right? The world is happening to me. The world is happening for me. I am the world. And when you realize this, when you realize I am the world, I have the power. I have the power to change everything. I am the key. I am the key to everything. I can make it all happen in one big swoop. I'm everything, okay? And so you may be feeling a bit uncomfortable, maybe a bit insecure, and don't and like I said before, your shadow side, it doesn't mean good or bad. It doesn't mean anything you have to hide or be ashamed of. No, you call it back to yourself. Okay, it's okay. If you're insecure, own it. If you're uncomfortable, own it. If you're envious, own it. If you're numbing, own it. We are all these things, right? Because we're all one, right? I'm all these things. There's nothing on this table that I am not. I am all these things. Even if I'm not experiencing it now, at this moment, or in this lifetime, it is me. And I call it to myself so that I am whole, okay? And now I'm unconditionally loving my whole self, at the same time, not suffering about it. So there's a lot of healing involved. Okay, now let's go ahead and get some advice, and then we'll go into the blessings. Okay. Oh, I got 17. Okay, so let's get it for the divine masculine first. Let's get some guidance for the divine masculine. What guidance do we have for the divine masculine, please? Sorry, I just wasn't able to shuffle that very well. Okay, guidance for the divine masculine. Ooh, surrender to inner peace. Surrender to inner peace. It says, cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy the inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too. That's the key. And your life will flow more easily. So when you start doing that, you start having inner peace, and you know that you're the key to that. And when you surrender to your own inner peace and you're not questioning anything, and you trust life, and you trust the universe, and you trust yourself, okay, others will pick up on your good vibes, and you will no longer have this where you're feeding off of others, okay, feeding off of negative energy. It doesn't have to be people, right? It could be TV, it could be songs, it could be songs that make you sad, it could be shows that make you angry, it could be anything. That like everything has an energy set point, so try to be careful of the vibrational set point of things that are in your life. Anything that's a distraction, right? I mean, honestly, it could be porno. It could be anything, like anything that is bringing your vibration lower, or something that's not for your highest good or bringing you to a higher state, okay? That is what parasitic energy does. And what it does is it makes you, well, for some strange reason, envious. and it's really making you numb. It's numbing you. And only you know how it's making you feel envious. Maybe you feel like you're envious of other people's lives. Maybe you're looking around saying everybody has a better life than me. I don't know. For whatever reason, everyone's different. I mean, I guess we're all envious in one way or another, but the whole numbing is the key, right? So the key to fixing the numbing is to have inner peace, okay? And then your life will flow more easily. Beautiful. Okay, so let's look at the divine feminine. Okay, let's look at the divine feminine. What guidance do we have for the divine feminine? Please. We have surrender the idea that you can fix someone. Sound familiar? Yeah. We can't fix our DMs. That's not a thing. We can't fix anyone. We could barely fix ourselves, right? So anyway, yeah, so surrender the idea you can fix someone. It says it's time for a relationship to shift. If it doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or own healing. Yeah, so if you're getting, if you're in twin flame union now, or if you're about to get into twin flame union, just know you cannot fix that person. That person can only do their own work. Okay. And that will free you up to do your own work on yourself. That will give you so much time, free time. Isn't that nice? Okay, let's see if we can get any more guidance. They asked me to pull these cards. These are hard to shuffle, but let me just go ahead and do that, and then we're going to do blessings. One more, if I can. You know what? Let's just do it this way. Let's get guidance for the DMs, please. Let's get guidance for the DMs. It's like sticky. These cards are sticky. All right. Too many cards. You know what? Let's just do it this way. All right, DMs. What do we got here? It says embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Embrace through each other. Right, because you are one, right? We are all one. And when we accept all of ourselves, okay? And so this doesn't have to be about your DF. This just can mean in everyone, okay? When you embrace everyone and you embrace everyone's version of everything, okay? You just embrace. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to think you're wrong. It's just embracing it, right? Just take, so like I say with religion, like I bet you can, with any type of religion, you can find something about that religion that speaks to you, and you can incorporate that in your life, and it'll make your life better. Okay. And so, but a lot of us are all or nothing, right? We're like all, or even like, let's say you're very into politics and you say, yeah, I'm so against being this type of political party. I bet you can find something in that political party that you might resonate with, like just something. So that's what they're asking you to do, is embrace something in everything, and that is your missing pieces. And then you are whole, okay? And then once you are whole, you are unconditionally loving yourself and others. Okay, let's look at the divine feminine. Let's look at one specific advice, please, for the divine feminine, please. Okay. Okay, so here's what we got. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Right? Don't make any decisions based on guilt or fear. A lot of people make decisions based on fear. Do you ever notice that? And that's not a good place to make a decision. You want to make it in love, okay, or like peace. A peaceful decision. When you make a decision based in some kind of fear or guilt, it doesn't work out for the best. It just doesn't seem to work out for the best. Trust me, I know. I've done it. Okay, let's go look at blessings. What blessings are coming our way? Let's see. Let's see if this deck can help us out with some blessings. For the DMs, let's look at, this is all about life changes that are happening. What blessings are coming our way for the DMs, please? What blessings are coming our way for the DMs? What blessings? Ooh, self-employment for some of you. Ooh, that's interesting. Some of you might be getting self-employed, some kind of business venture of your own, and you're going to be doing something for yourself there. Maybe it's your life purpose. That's cool. Okay, let's look at DFs. What blessings are coming your way for the DFs? What blessings? Ooh, welcome the new. Okay, something new's going to happen. Okay, let me get clarity on that. Welcome the new. Let's get something else here. What else can you tell us about that, please? Welcome the new what? Or welcoming the new. I know this is a blessing, but can you give us a hint? Let's see if they will. They may not, but let's see. Can we get a hint on this? No. It says take the next step. Anyway, something news happening in your life, and they're asking you to take the next step now. That's funny. Maybe it's a surprise. We're all going to be surprised. All right. Let's take how about from this deck? Let's see if we can get some clarity with this deck. Okay, let's look at the DM. What blessings are happening for the DMs? What blessings are coming your way? What blessings, please? All right. Ooh, step out of your comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone. Okay, so something's going to happen once you decide to step out of your comfort zone. Once you, because right now looks like maybe some of you are just doing the old things that you used to do, maybe, some things that kind of made you, being sometimes in that energy of what you're used to and what you've always done. Okay, it's not really getting you anywhere. It's kind of going in circles, right? So now when you step out of your comfort zone, you do something new, something big's going to happen for the DMs. Okay, let's look at the DFs. Let's look at the deal. What blessings are coming our way? For the collective, please. What blessings are happening for the DFs, please? What blessings? Okay. Ooh, balance, spirituality, and practicality. Balance. That's what's happening. That's a blessing, right? We're all going to be balanced. Okay. Spirituality, practicality. It's all coming to us. It's all here for us. Okay. So let me get another deck, one more deck to let us know what blessings are coming our way. So let's just see. Let's just grab this deck and see what happens. Let's look at the DMs, please. And then after that, we'll just do messages. We'll do messages from our twin flames. Okay, so for the DMs, what blessings? That didn't work. What blessings are coming our way, please? What blessings? I guess they're telling me not to use this deck. That has never happened to me before. All right, well, I guess we'll find out. Like, all of them just hit the ground. All of them, like the whole deck. All right, one card for the DMs. Okay, so maybe this is why it's more guidance. They're saying it's not really so difficulty at the beginning. So for some of you who are stepping out of your comfort zone, please just know it's going to be a difficult at the beginning for you. That's okay, because once you do that, oh my God, look what popped out here. I didn't even know it's out here. Okay, this is interesting for the UDMs. Okay, so this is what I'm getting. It'll be difficult for you at the beginning, okay, as you're stepping out of your comfort zone, okay. And yes, that means incorporating your shadow sides, right? So everyone kind of, even though it's not, everyone looks at their shadow side as darkness and they look at spirituality as light, right? That's not really a thing, but that's how they look at it. And so as you are incorporating your new inner, as you're surrendering to your new inner peace, right? As you know, you are the key, right? You are the key to this. You are going to start manifesting miracles in your life. Okay. And so it says your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Okay, that's interesting because I didn't see that card pop out. It was just sitting there, and that was a message for you, okay? So once you do that, it's going to be a slow start, but once you do, you're going to start manifesting miracles into your life. That's awesome. Now let's look at the DF. One last card for blessings, or it might end up just being some kind of guidance, but let's see. Blessings. So yeah, we have retreat. Okay, so it's more guidance, right? So as we retreat, okay, so looks like she's under some kind of lotus flower, upside down lotus, but she's meditating. So as we retreat, this is going to bring us into a higher consciousness, okay? And this is also going to bring us blessings, okay? So I guess this goes with, it's almost like a two-part thing there. Okay. So once we go into retreat, we are balancing out. We are becoming one in our spirituality and practicality. And that is the blessings. And just know it's seriously a secret, but something new's coming to you. Something new. Okay. And they're asking you to take that next step now. Okay. Let's just get a message from your twin flame. What message do we have, please? And just remember, it's always a mirror, right? Your twin flames are always a mirror. So let's see. What message does your twin flame have for you? What message, please? I think we got this. We also got this week. Okay, we got it again. Karma is a bitch. I finally got mine. That's interesting. Karma is a bitch. I finally got mine. Again, this can be a mirror. It could be both parties are feeling this way, right? I know that happened to me, right? Karma is a bitch. So whatever that means. Okay, they're letting you know that karma happened to them in some way. So that's a double whammy to get that card 2 times this week. Okay. So let's look at this. Let's get another message from your twin flame. I have a message, please, from your twin flame for the collective, please. It says, I feel badly for the way I treated you. You didn't deserve that. I feel badly for the way I treated you. You didn't deserve that. Okay, that's nice. All right, let me grab, I'm being called for another card from this deck. Did I put the other one back in? Oh, it's okay. Let's just grab one more message from the twin flame. Actually, I'm going to grab 2. I'm going to grab 2. 2 messages, please. What does our twin flame want us to know for the collective, please? 2 messages. Aw. Wow. Okay. We still have, I look at your picture often. So they want you to know that they look at your picture often. Aw. And the other one, it says, you still hold a piece of my heart. Aw, you still hold a piece of my heart. Well, I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. And thank you so much for all of my new subscribers. I really appreciate you. And I will talk to you next time. Thanks. Bye.